People are saying, No Jumper's in trouble. People are saying, No Jumper's getting sued. No Jumper's about to be down the drains. No Jumper's future is in jeopardy. A lot of people.
Let y'all understand, keep playing with me. Keep playing with Wack. Keep playing with 600. Listen, we don't play around.
I don't know a lot about what happened in this incident. This is not something that involved me in any way. Yeah. This is something that took place between people who were not invited to No Jumper, and it is being trotted out and treated as if it was something that I in any way co-signed, that was in any way beneficial to my business. That is absolutely not true. The reality is that the 22ster, dueling narratives. There are two different narratives that you could choose to go with in this situation. And I think that there's different levels of likelihood to different situations. The situation that is more beneficial to one Luce Cannon, the side of the story that you might want to believe if you were Luce or somebody who's speaking on behalf of Luce, is the idea that people came to No Jumper unexpectedly, uninvited.
Because see, once you start lying, it kills your credibility, and it's letting us know that you had.
There was no reason for anybody to know that we were in this building at that moment.
That Luce Cannon knows.
Especially that.
Well, fools never show up if they're not like invited or specifically a part of a program. They never, ever.
Very few.
I get the call from Cannon. We supposed to be at No Jump at 4:30. Ironically, you know, I'm in a different area, so it's gonna take me a little time to get there. So as I'm approaching, you know, I'm getting a call from Luce Cannon. Are you close? Are you there? Are you there? So I'm like, man, I'll be there in a second. You know what I mean? I'm coming from a different area. So as I'm saying that, I'm telling you, we get there, we pull up. I'm asked to be there. I'm asked to wait outside for a second. I guess the show was over. So I introduced myself to Adam. I introduced myself to Adam as Jay Reed. Came back to me, we shook hands. We sat right there and our video recorded. Adam know who I am. I'm trying to understand how we in this situation. Well, I'm gonna get to that in a second. But let me go ahead and say this, man. I walked into the building. You see what I'm saying? Because for a second, I'm outside, but I'm thinking, man, this is my boy right here. Why do I need to be outside? Let me go up inside and introduce myself. You know, to make sure everybody up in there is straight.
I get on the phone with Wack. I said, there's two guys here. They're outside for you. He said, okay, I think I know who it is. I get off the phone with him.
Different response.
I drive away, and 10 minutes later, somebody sends me a video of this incident. Now, what happened exactly? I don't know. Things took place outside of my building. And I to be totally real,
A lot of people hanging out. Niggas don't got hoods to go to.
obviously I'm slightly concerned when I walk outside and I see a couple of guys. And I say to them, I say, are you guys here for Wack? And they said, yeah. I say, okay. I shook their hands, determined that they didn't really seem like they were a threat from my perspective. They didn't seem like they were on bullshit. At least they weren't on bullshit with me. They seemed cool.
Then I meet Luce Cannon, I shake his hand, and I see Wack right there. And as we conversing, you know, they just decide to say, let's go outside. I don't know for what reason. I thought it was just me and Wack at the time gonna be walking out, you know, because we had some business to attend to when it came to Dash Network. So we get to walking outside as we speaking, you know, as we get to speaking, you know, I'm looking at Luce Cannon because I'm trying to figure out, you know, what's the motive of me being in this situation. So Luce Cannon gets to talking about the spreadsheet that they want to see from Mozzie about the Dash Network. Now, this is something we've been going back and forth about for the last few months. And
I don't FaceTime Wack. Hey, Wack, it's two people that's, you know, wandering around the parking lot. You know who they are? And Wack was like, nah, I don't know who they are. So I'm like, oh, I don't know, but let me go out and holler at him. So I walk out, right? I walk out with the dude, and he was like, man, I got a problem with Wack. I'm like, you got a problem with Wack about what? Yeah, I just got a problem with him. I'm like, you do? So I called Wack over there. Wack, come over here. Dude was like, man, you running this type of content and stuff like that. And Wack was like, what content? Wack pulled out his phone. Once Wack pulled out the phone, he was like, oh, this content? And then the dude was like, everything is not content. I said, you right. So, y'all see the results. Smack.
And when I told you in the phone call, I said, hey man, when you broke it down to him, you was like, Rock, what you would have did? I said, well, I would have did something if it was me. I can't speak on nobody else. I would have went back and handled my business if it was me, right? But that ain't gonna get us nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you went and thought about it. It seemed like it was late, like it was after hours. I don't know what time they closed up there, but was security there? So you basically saying that when you got into this altercation, you got no help from the security. Is that correct?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say.
I called Wack and I said, hey man, I talked to the homie. But I texted him. I said, that was the homie from Wooty Woo Woo that y'all, that happened to. And he was like, that's Luce's homie. That's Luce's partner. So when he said that, I'm like, oh, they know each other.
Correct.
So once I found out you guys knew each other, I said, this don't have nothing to do with no gang stuff. This, this is something that between these two.
It's all business.
Y'all be saying like, he don't look like a killer, but what a killer look like? Because I stand on everything I say. Because I'm not a marshmallow, sugar plum, soft sugar cookie, mayonnaise, yogurt, cottage cheese. Soft. This is what they are. They are Hawaiian rolls. Soft. They not like that. A peeled banana, soft. A peeled orange, soft.
You going to sue? That's what everybody is saying on the internet. It's a lawsuit. I've seen a couple of guys talking about it.
Well, Rod,
Can you speak on it?
There's some things I just can't speak up on, man. You know what I mean? Just due to, I didn't ask for this, man. I didn't, one thing that gets me, the recording of a video of a fight, then put it on a global stage.
Glad you did it. I'm glad you did it. You got to be the dumbest motherfucker in the world. You keep saying that people told us not to talk, but you talk. Great. Because now you got to stand on what you said. I don't know you. Sorry. Listen, I am a public figure. I am a guy that get threats. The world knows this shit. All day, every day. You said that Wack told you to come up there. I called you, I sent you text messages. So now you got to provide that.
Pounds. When we see sheep, we're gonna pounce. So why y'all get mad? Oh, it's fake. It's a fake play. This is fake. How? Why? Because y'all wouldn't have the heart to do it. And what I preach is real.